Hi everyone, North Texas Prepper here, Fired Up Jim, and I was out in the garage. I was kind of organizing some preps and going through some things, and I found this little canister here, and I had done several of these a few years back. It's actually an empty ZIL container, all-in-one nutritional drink mix that my wife and I take every single day for the last almost 9 years. And I take the labels off of them and I use them for different things. You can use them for painting or storing things or whatever. And so I just wanted to open this up and take y'all along for the ride. Let's see what I packed in here several years ago. So this right here looks like a poncho, maybe? Rain poncho. One of those cheap ones. Yep, emergency poncho. Then we got some peppermints here that are always good for several things. For the sugar, if someone's diabetic and they need some sugar. And also just as comfort food, you know, survival, it's always good. Survival isn't easy, especially if you're out hoofing it, and it kind of can put a smile on your face if you can put, you know, have something like that to eat. So that's what we got there. And let's see what I got here. Sorry about my hand. I didn't have this stuff pulled out. I wanted to do it while y'all were here. Beanie Weenies. So let's see what the date is on these. The date is, do you see it there? September 29th, 2014. So you know that I packed those a few years ago, right? I actually did this 6 years ago probably. Maybe even longer, because that's the date. Let's see what this says. Well, this one's June 2nd, 2016. And what are these? These are, it's potted meat. Some kind of potted meat. Chicken and pork. And then we got some Extra Strength Goodies headache powder. We got the battery casing for the flashlight that's in here, which would be this one right here. So we'll check and see if that still works. I've got a Slim Jim, Slim It to Slim Jim. Still looks pretty good. I'm sure it's probably still edible. It's kind of hard. We got a few more peppermints. There's a mask. Hey, anybody want to buy a mask for 50 bucks? I got a mask for sale. There's one right there. Look at that. $50 mask right there. I got a bag of trail mix, nuts and fruits. You're going to love this. Hand sanitizer. Look at there. Now look, this is a travel size, right? Pretty much. And I was in Target today. I did 3 videos today at different locations, going out and just checking CV preps and see what we're going on with the people and everything. And my wife said, you know, always check the travel sections too. Well, when I went to the travel section in Target, all the bins were full except for the hand sanitizer was empty. And then there was another hook somewhere else or something, a shelf, and it was empty also. But we got it there. What do we got here? Looks like we got some tin foil, some toothpicks. There's another can of food here. I might just, let me see if I can grab it. Sorry. Oh, now this one's probably bad because you'll be able to see what happened. See, now I wouldn't trust this because look what's happened to the bottom's kind of blown up on it. And these kind of lids anyway, like the lids on these other two, these aren't the best to have because they don't stay sealed as good as just a regular can lid. So this one is April 16th, 16th. So yeah, that would go in the trash. There's no way that I would use that. That is blown up, so that is probably bad. But I'll open it and take a look at it. Now look, I did all my, I went through all the preps in another area of my house the other day where I've got all my cased canned goods. Some of them were showing that they were a year or more out of date. And look, folks, the best by date just means that's what it is, the best by date. They're not going to guarantee it any further than that. But if there's nothing wrong with the can, if the can hasn't been damaged, look, this is not medical advice. This is not anything. You got to do your own deal. But, you know, that stuff usually stays good a pretty good while past that date. But something like this, I can tell that has blown up, kind of, and I would not consume that. I've got a lighter in here. See there? Always got to have lighter. Now, normally, like in my bug out bags, I like to have 3 ways or more to make fire. So I'll have a lighter, you know, and a couple other ways to make fire. So flint and steel, that type of thing. There's another mint, and then there's a toothpick down in there, and that's it. So this is more of a, I mean, you know, if you were out stranded and you had this thrown in the back of your car and you were out in the middle of nowhere and you needed to walk 20, 30, 40, 50 miles to town, this could probably get you there. It's not going to do much more than that. It's going to allow you to have a little bit of light at night. It's going to be able to it's going to allow you to start a fire. It's going to allow you to stay somewhat dry, or use that for a makeshift, you know, tarp type lean-to shelter in case you get a headache or something, you know, that's bugging you. You don't have to deal with that. You can have some medicine there. Try and stay a little bit sanitary. Have the comfort food, the sugar, the trail mix. That could get you through a good, you know, 50-mile trip, trying to get back to town or something. So that's all that was. I just wanted to share that with you. You can take things like this and throw it in your trunk and behind your back seat or whatever, and have something there always. Now, what's the moral of the story? Update it, go through it. This has been in my garage in another area where I store some things, and I just ran across it, and I'm like, let's take a look what's in there. So anyway, I probably will open up all those foods just to see their condition. I did that with the out-of-date stuff that I had stored in another place, another area of my house, excuse me, easy for me to say, you know, the canned goods that were out. And there was only one canned good that I threw away the other night, and it was a can of canned chicken from Sam's, and it was a damaged can. It was dented. There's no way I would open that and eat that, even if it was fresh. I would not do that. If it was a dire situation, yeah. I mean, if it's all you know what I'm talking about. But I mean, if I've got plenty other preps and everything, I'm not gonna poison myself with something like that. So I just got rid of it, and I'll probably get rid of these couple food products here and whatever. I've got tons of these containers, and I actually thought about doing these. I know I've had some with tiny bottles of water. You know, you can get bagged water also. But doing things like this and have it to give to other people when they come, when people are looking for a little help, a little food, a little something to get them by, you've got something to give them and say, here you go, bless you, and I hope that helps you get through a couple days or whatever, you know. So anyway, guys, just a little something to think about. And thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Do you have anything like this that you have around the house that you have stashed, or caches of stuff that you need to check and that you put away? Like I said, this is probably upwards of 4 to 6 years ago I packed this away. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Fired up.